The film opens with a group of 3 attempting to break into a house to steal a valuable antique called the Heart of Light. However, the gloomy atmosphere inside makes them uneasy. Alex, unable to bear the horrific sights, leaves first. Unexpectedly, he encounters the homeowner. Without a word, the man grabs Alex by the neck and puts him in a chainsaw. The 2 people in the basement hear the screams and rush upstairs. Todd is the next to die, struck in the head with a knife. Raven manages to escape just in time before the homeowner catches her. She and the other 2 men work for Harvey, a wealthy man with a hobby of collecting antiques. Because Raven's father owes him a large sum of money, she has to do what he demands to settle the debt. This failed mission enrages Harvey, who decides to have Raven's father dealt with. Raven, terrified, begs Harvey for another chance. Seeing this, he began to mention the incredibly famous Jack in the Box from the Jackistom era. Harvey had a diary containing all the information related to the box. As learned in Part 2, the box was located at a manor owned by Olga and her son Edgar. When the police arrived, they found blood everywhere and only Olga remaining. Because there was no evidence, she wasn't charged, but Olga was still afraid and decided to flee, seeking Harvey's help to create a false identity and leave the country. The manor has now become a boarding school for girls. Olga revealed to Harvey that the box was hidden in a secret room. Raven's mission is to find the box. As Harvey had previously searched the entire building without success, Harvey will create a false identity so Raven can legally attend the boarding school. Before leaving, he warned her not to open the box, as it was extremely dangerous. As planned, Raven arrived at boarding school 2 weeks early so she would have time to search without attracting too much attention. Headmistress Hinch announced extremely strict rules, such as no phones allowed, and requiring her permission to leave the school grounds. The school gates would always be kept tightly closed. Currently, besides Raven, who had arrived early, several other female students had decided not to return home for the holidays. Among them was Dean, the headmistress's son and Olivia's boyfriend, a spoiled girl who enjoyed bullying others. Just then, everyone heard news of an impending red fog. The government advised people to limit nighttime travel. Raven took out her diary to check the details. She mocked Harvey for believing the box would grant a wish in exchange for a sacrifice to the monster, a monster capable of killing anyone who summoned it. Raven then began searching, unexpectedly encountering the clown Jack. Fortunately, she was only dreaming. Raven reread the diary, finally understanding Olga's message. The key was literally hidden between the pages. The next day, Raven consulted a map of the area to find the crystal spring mentioned in the diary, but couldn't find it. Disappointed that another day was passing with such slow progress, Raven returned to the dormitory and discovered her diary had been secretly read. That evening, everyone gathered in the common room, and a minor conflict arose. Olivia tried to bully Willow, whom she believed Dean also had feelings for. Raven, undeterred, confronted Olivia. Olivia snatched the book from Raven's hand in exchange for a slap, which angered Olivia, causing her to storm off. Waiting until everyone was asleep, Raven continued her search. Using her metal detector, she went to the library. There, she spotted a completely different book, titled Crystal Creek. Behind it was a lock, so Raven used the key she found the previous day to unlock the mysterious door next to it. She went inside and quickly found the Jack in the Box placed in the middle of the room. But before she could do anything, a noise erupted. It was the headmistress inspecting the place, forcing Raven to leave and find a hiding place. Suddenly, someone unlocked the chain on the music box and started it. Seeing the mysterious door still wide open, Hinch, out of curiosity, went inside. That's when the box opened. A doll appeared, and before disappearing and closing the lid, it severed several of Mrs. Hinch's fingers. Then it gave way to the clown Jack, who calmly proceeded to deal with his first victim. After everything was done, the mysterious figure took the box away, along with the inscription corresponding to his wish. Rose, seeing that everything was quiet, Raven returned to find the floor covered in blood and severed fingers. She still didn't know that the person who had just been devoured was the headmistress. The next day, a thick fog began to descend. Raven went downstairs, furious at everyone, and demanded to know who had taken the box. But everyone looked bewildered. Raven then went into each person's room to search, despite Kara's attempts to stop her. Since the headmistress hadn't been seen all morning, she sneaked into her office and pried open the cabinet to take the phone. She briefly thought of her father when she saw his picture. This further strengthened Raven's resolve to find the box and rescue her father. In another scene, Victoria sneaked down to the basement to smoke. Unexpectedly, music started playing. It was from the Jack in the Box, which someone had secretly placed near Victoria's room. Thus, Victoria's fate was the same as Mrs. Hinch's. She became Jack's meal. Dean, not having seen his mother all morning, went around asking everyone present at the school. Everyone assumed she had had an unexpected emergency at home and had left in a hurry without leaving a message. Olivia tried to reassure her boyfriend, but Dean was not in the mood for such things. Willow, watching the couple from the outside, looked incredibly sad, and when you're sad like that, bad luck often strikes. She walked past the basement where Victoria had secretly gone to smoke, saw the box and a pool of blood. As she got closer, the clown was right behind her, slapping her. Willow screamed, attracting the attention of the other 4 girls. Raven bravely opened the door and, thankfully, Willow was still alive, though with a large wound on her face. Raven had also confronted the clown, but it wasn't in a hurry to devour its next prey. Thanks to that, both Raven and Willow were able to escape. Everyone tried to find a way out of the school, but there was no way. There was no phone signal, and the gate could only be opened easily with the headmistress's key. Erin, now terrified, ignored the advice to stay and think of a way out, grabbed her backpack, and left. She tried to push open the main gate, but before she could, she heard the growling of the clown Jack. It moved very slowly, giving Erin enough time to hide. Just as she thought she was safe and heard footsteps leaving, Jack attacked her from the top shelf. The others remaining in the room heard the screams and understood what had happened. Only 3 lives remained. With no way out, Raven searched around for weapons to hunt down the demon. Olivia, however, had a more sinister plan. She would trap her 3 friends, sacrificing them so that she and her boyfriend could be safe. Dean disagreed, but he didn't dare oppose Olivia's idea. As the 5 of them were about to descend into the basement where Willow had encountered Jack, Olivia waited behind them, slamming the door shut, trapping the others inside. Dean couldn't bear to abandon Willow because he actually had some feelings for her. This greatly disappointed Olivia. However, her disappointment didn't last long, as she was busy confronting Jack in the box. The monster didn't appear inside the basement as planned, and it began chasing Olivia and Dean. Jack's weakness was that it wasn't very fast, but its sense of smell and ability to trap prey were exceptional. Once it located the pair's hiding place, it silently waited for Dean to reveal himself and immediately killed him. Olivia was lucky enough to seize the opportunity and continue her escape. Meanwhile, Raven's group, along with Willow and Kara, managed to break through the door and escape, encountering Olivia, who was also running past. They entered a room and tried to compose themselves. Just then, Jack lunged at them again, but suddenly screamed in agony. A little light leaking through the window was the cause. The clown Jack, in pain, temporarily left to deal with Dean's corpse. The 3 girls began questioning Olivia about what had happened. Raven insisted that Olivia was the one who had unleashed the demon. Raven asked what the name Rose meant, but Olivia vehemently denied knowing anything. Everyone suspected each other, but couldn't find any convincing evidence. Raven then remembered what had happened earlier in the notes in her diary, that there was a way to destroy the clown. When the earth, the sun and the moon aligned, creating a blood eclipse, that kind of light could kill demons. And that moment was right now. The girls would use shards of glass to direct light towards the monster if it attacked again. Olivia, mischievous again, knowing the box could grant a wish, wished for Dean to return. Without waiting for the 6 new victims to be sacrificed, Dean quickly returned, but in reality, he was a bloodthirsty demon. He chased Olivia to the other girls. Fortunately, they cleverly used the blood moon's light to kill Dean once more. On this side, only Willow remained, and she was attacked by the clown Jack, stabbed through the stomach by its claws. In a fit of rage, the demon lunged at Kara, killing her instantly. Raven and Olivia could only flee. Forgetting about the moon's light trap, Olivia was suddenly knocked unconscious. When she woke up, it was Erin. She had been lucky enough to escape Jack's attack earlier. Erin learned that the monster had already taken 5 lives, and just one more would end the nightmare. She decided to sacrifice Olivia, the bully who always plotted to kill other girls in her place. Having said that, Erin ran to a corner to hide while the clown Jack slowly appeared near the music box. Because Erin had tied Olivia up, she couldn't save her own life. She begged and pleaded, but to no avail, receiving fatal blows from Jack. However, Erin's plan didn't go smoothly, including Olivia. The monster only had 5 lives. Jack attacked Erin, and despite her attempts to resist, she was stabbed through the head. The sacrifice was then complete, and Raven, having heard Erin's screams, rushed to her aid. She was stabbed in the back. And the perpetrator was Kara. After Jack's slap, she was still alive because, as the one who opened the box, The demon couldn't kill her. At this point, Kara revealed the whole truth to Raven. She had also been sent there by Harvey. While completely at a loss, Raven appeared. Remembering the diary, Kara knew the box could grant a wish. So she ignored Harvey, because her purpose in seeking him out was to get money to treat her younger sister, in exchange for the jack in the box. But during the search, time for her sister ran out. At this point, we learn that Rose is the name of Kara's recently deceased younger sister. She used the wish to bring Rose back, and it came true. Finally, Raven was abandoned by Kara in this basement. Her whereabouts unknown. The movie ends here. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.